Hey guys, this is OddOneGaming. This is going to be another Raid Shadow Legends video. Today we're going to be talking about a clan boss tune, and that's specifically the one that I'm using currently on the free-to-play account. In my previous video yesterday, where I did my sharp pulls for the Demetha, for the guaranteed Demetha on the free-to-play, first of all, if you didn't see, guys, just make sure you go check it, because it was pretty amazing. But what I was asking yesterday is, do you want me to make a video on my current clan boss team that I'm using with Razelvarg? That's actually a 2-key Ultra Nightmare. You know, if there's some good RNG in there, plus with improved builds, or maybe even one single swap, it can easily be a always consistent 2-key Ultra Nightmare. But if not, most of the time it's like 3-key, but like I said, can be potential 2-key. So I decided to just make a video on it. And the team that I'm talking about is, I cannot go unfortunately over there because I already used my key today, but I can always go into the dungeons. Let's go into a random one, and let's look at the clan boss team. So the team that I'm using is Razelvarg, Geomancer, Sepulchre Sentinel, Masquerated Monster, and Farrakhan the Fat. The whole principle behind this team is obviously to go on a 2-to-1 ratio by using Razelvarg's increased speed buff, and then everybody else is for survivability, providing increased defense, ally protection, HP burns, damage mitigation, and as much damage as we possibly can. The team that I'm using, I actually even put it in the calculator over here, this one. And it's, like I said, these are the speeds. So you go 240 Razelvarg, 232 Farrakhan, 233 Geomancer, 213 Sepulchre, and 167 Masquerated Monster. Unfortunately, the thing with this team is it's not affinity friendly. It mostly works on Void. I mean, it's still going to do a 3-key on Ultra Nightmare, doesn't matter the affinity because of the damage, but I do not block the stun or the debuff every single time. The champion that I had best for this role was Sepulchre Sentinel, and she has an increased defense and block debuffs on for 2 turns on a 4-turn cooldown, which definitely it's not easy to, you know, it's not easy to tune to make it land the right time. At the same time, I have Masquerated Monster. There's an ally protection on a 4-turn cooldown. That's for 3 turns. Again, I cannot guarantee everything how it goes. So I really wanted to show this team out because I wanted to show that you can work with what you have. You don't necessarily have to have the exact, perfect, specific champions in order to make things work, but you just have to work around and tune it so that it works for your for the way that you want it. So what I'm going to do is let's have a quick look at the presets. Wrong account. Let's have a look at the presets first. Then I'm gonna play the run. Then we're gonna come back, show you the builds, and we're gonna talk more about the builds themselves, what you can replace and all that. So Razelvarg prioritizes the A3, the second priority the A2, but he opens with the A2. Geomancer opens with the A1 so that the HP burn falls in at the right time. Also, because Razelvarg does not open with the increased accuracy, he doesn't have enough accuracy, as you can see, and you're gonna see later. If he starts with this, he's not gonna land it, maybe, because you need around 250 accuracy to land debuffs on Nightmare. I mean, myself a little bit smaller. I'm too big. Too big. Then Sepulchre Sentinel prioritizes the A2. Whenever she has it, I want her to use it. Masquerated Monster, do not use the A2. You do not want to use that and only use the A3. And the reason why I specifically made it like this is because I have Masquerated Monster built in a reflex set, so that he comes back to the ally protection as often as possible, so that I can try to always have it on all my champions. Plus, he does a massive heal on himself with that one. So he does not provide anything else, like some increased defense, some decreased attacks, something else on the ally protection, but at least he heals himself to keep himself alive, and that's pretty useful. He actually surprised me. Masquerated Monster actually surprised me on how well he can do for clan boss. And then we have Farrakhan the Fat that prioritizes the ally attack, and I have to do it this way because Razelvarg gains turn meter on the A1, so if the ally attack does not fall at the specific time, the tune can just go out of sync. Let me give you a simple example. Let's say I change the priority and he prioritizes the A3 first. Boom. See, everything goes all over the place. So you have to have that ally attack go at the right time. If I delay it 1 turn, again, same thing. So if you're going to use an ally attack champion or a counter attack champion, you have to be careful, check your speeds, check everything in the optimizer, make sure that the skills land at the right time. Otherwise, it can just go out of sync. So I'm gonna play the run now, so you can go watch it, enjoy it, and then we're gonna come back, look at the damage, and discuss the build. So see you in a bit. Okay, so the damage that we did was 31.9 million this time around. That's what, 2 million? 3 million and a half, 3.3, 3.4 mil, 5, 6, something like that. Just a little bit extra to do that easy 2 kill alignment. And like I said, they're not perfect champions. They can be better options in here. Geomancer is not as good against Void as he is for Affinity, so this can still be improved, but it's still amazing. Razelvarg did 10.8 million, Geomancer 7.2, then Sepulcher 5 million, Miscreated Monster 2.5, he doesn't do most of the damage, and then Ferric in the Fat 6.2 million damage. So overall it's pretty good. And like I said, it can be improved, and if not, it's an easy 3 kill nightmare, always easy 3 kill nightmare. Now let's have a quick look at the builds so we can discuss them a little bit. So the whole idea behind this team and building killable teams in general is you want to survive, and you want to be able to hit around 2,800 defense on every single one of your champion. That's right, that's like the right spot if you're gonna have increased attack all the time. If not, you want to aim over 4,000. So I try to go with the 2,800 and hoping Sepulcher lands it most of the time. But I have a Razelvarg in a Stalwart plus speed set. Like, as you can see, I didn't even finish this. This was a recent swap that I did, and I decided to stop because I'm going to change my team to a Demetha one. But he's running 240 speed, 58% crit rate, lots of HP defense, and decent accuracy. The reason why he doesn't have that much damage, but still you saw him do a lot of damage, is because he goes for... he goes 3 times for every time the boss goes. Most of the time he's not going to have increased defense, he's not going to have ally protection, so you want him to survive those smacks, those AoE hits, otherwise he might die. When it comes to the masteries, I did these masteries, chose to go with War Master because he does single hit on the A3, single hit on the A2, and only on the A1 triple hit, and he does all of those. If he does more A1s than everything else, then yeah, go Giant Slayer. Then we have Farrakhan the Fat, again, Stalwart plus Perception with some retaliation pieces. I did not put retaliation, retribution, revenge, whatever. You don't want him to extra counterattack because with the turn meter gain that he gets on day one, he can get out of sync. So keep that in mind. Farrakhan's running at 232 speed. Again, nobody's going to be crit capped, but we have the advantage of getting extra crit rate from Farrakhan whenever he does his A3. So, you know, it's not going to count for him, but it's going to count for everybody else. So yeah, again, you're going to see that everybody's under that 250 accuracy because we're relying on Razelvarg boosting their accuracy. And again, that same defense, 2800 above, and then mostly survivability. I think the only one that actually will damage will be Sepulchre. You're going to see that in a bit. Then Geomancer, random sets, actually not random sets. I did put one Defiant and one Perception on him, and then everything else is just random. He's running 233. He's close to 100% because that's the glove that I had. Good HP, decent defense. I would prefer this to be more like around 3000, but it's still good enough. These are the masteries for him. Basically just War Master and chance to extend the HP burn and weaken. These are the masteries for Farrakhan, by the way. I chose for Farrakhan to go with this one, so I have a chance to extend an increased crit rate or increased crit damage on him, you know. Then the next one, Sepulchre Sentinel, like I said, the only one that's actually built for damage and is not in a toxic. You might have been surprised by the damage that she did, but she can actually do tons of damage. She's running 213 speed, 72% crit rate because, like I said, the extra one from Farrakhan, almost 200% crit damage, good defense, good HP, and again, the accuracy is pretty low because Razelvarg is in there, so you can build everybody lower accuracy. And then Miscreated Monster, like I said, he's in a reflex plus Defiant because he's going to take most of those hits, and he also has like one piece of revenge for a chance to counterattack and heal himself back up again. 167 speed, so he's pretty slow. Good accuracy. I actually build him with over 200 accuracy because I use him in other areas of the game such as Spider, the Doom Tower, so I needed that. And then these are the messages that I run on him. Again, I chose to go with Lasting Gears for a chance to extend the ally protection or shields if I use in other areas, and War Master, same principle. This team can be a little bit better. As an example, let's say we got ourselves a rearguard sergeant. That could be something that you can do, but you would want to put them in this spot. You would want to try and get your ally protector to have the ally protection before both the AoEs somehow. Then, or you could have somebody that, if you want to keep it affinity friendly, you could have somebody in the Geomancer spot that does block debuffs on a 3-turn cooldown. So I don't know, let's say this was a Brogni, everything would be so much easier. Let's see, I think I need to up his speed. No, lower his speed a bit, there we go. And you would just delay it, so you have it like this. So that way you would be able to block the debuff, and then you could block the stun as well, because you see you still have the block debuffs on it. The only one that drops it, I think, is Miscreated Monster, but as long as you don't have increased defense on everybody else except for him, that's a problem. But it all depends on how Sepulchre's stats drop in there. So I'm gonna have this link as well put in the description because it might help you guys. You might be able to tweak it from here. You might not have the exact champions, but you can implement them. Just make sure you keep in mind about the speed sets, the lot of steals. Every single thing counts, and if you don't have every single thing as you have on your champions in the calculator, it's going to fail. One thing I did not mention, the same team is Wonky Nightmare, Wonky Brutal. Doesn't matter the affinity, doesn't matter whatever happens, it's still a Wonky and does a pretty good job. So yeah, this is gonna be it for the video today, guys. I hope you did enjoy it. I hope this helps you out. Hope this gives you some ideas, and I hope that this shows you that you can build a killable clan boss team with Razelvarg, even if you don't have the perfect ideal cooldowns, ideal turns, and everything like that. Because, you know, if I could make it work, you guys can make it work with a little bit of knowledge about how to do it. But yeah, stay tuned for my channel because in the next few days, I'm definitely going to be building my Demetha team. And the one that I saw that's pretty interesting might be a comp where I use Demetha with Arbiter and Heres plus 2 DPS champions. That one's not affinity friendly. Actually, it is with Heres. And that's going to be interesting. But my problem will be I have to get Demetha pretty fast. But that's for another video. Thank you all for watching, guys. As always, if you do enjoy my content, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel to see when I upload next. And I'm going to see you on the next one. Peace, love, take care, everyone. Bye, guys.